And welcome back to Crypto Hulk Show. Got a good one lined up. We're going over 2 articles only for this program, so it's probably not going to be the same amount of time, maybe 45 minutes or so for today, or I don't know, maybe less. Um, it took me a lot of time to put together today's show because I did outside research to come up with this, and some of the web pages I just decided to delete out because they weren't super useful. And that happens when you go deep diving. Not everything you find is good. A lot of stuff you find just isn't relevant or whatever. But nonetheless, I'm back. Gonna have a very accurate fact-based program. That's what we do at Crypto Hulk. We look at facts. I don't have all the answers. What I do is I have a lot of stuff that I find where I have more questions now than I had in the beginning. You know, you start off with a couple of questions, and then by the time you get done deep diving, you have 10 more questions than you originally had. But nonetheless, I'm going to start a little bit early. I have to kind of be off this thing a little bit early today. Project Mbridge, very interesting. Let me start off here. First 5 people. Jeremy the Great was numero uno, then Pablo Escobar, then Michelle. Slipped down the number 3 slot. Stephen Morris, IBW Dan, and MAB 1914. There's your first 5. Crypto Greek was 6. My name's Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. Don't listen to anything I say on the show. Everything's a complete lie. Robert DeLesta says, this show makes every other show about crypto on YouTube dull-ismo. Dull-ismo. Well, you know, it's the same way with me. I'm watching... okay, I'll fucking do it. I'll do it. Hold on. I usually don't like to... Let's see here. Let me look something up now. Come on now. Where was it? Oh, shiznit. Hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm back in action. I'm just doing some. Okay. Now we have something. I got to watch what I say. So here we have the digital asshat investor. I sent you the link to his show. I want you to watch it. Okay. He starts off the show talking about a grayscale ETF thing that he really doesn't even know about. He hasn't even read the article. He thinks it's this, it might be that. You see, why I'm telling you all this is because when I have my news, I look into it. I don't report on shit that I don't understand. If I report on something, I'm going to deep dive it and look into it and make sure I kind of got it and stuff. Boom. Now, sometimes when I'm getting near the end of the show and I'm like, hey, I got to YouTube this article. What does that mean? I got to speed it up like everybody else. Okay. So when I present an article, it's for a reason, not to just hit, hit like the top 10 stories like that over 15 minutes. Say, okay, adios, bye. Go to my private channel. See, I stay on YouTube. I don't have some other site that we go to and leave YouTube. All my business is done on YouTube. Okay. That's one. But number 2, listen to this little clip that I showed you. He's starting off this show with an article he doesn't even know about. That's what I'm telling you. These people are something else. They have all these people throwing articles at him and like, oh, that looks good. Okay, I'll put that one on my show. I'll put that one. He don't even take time to read his own articles. Watch the show. It's proof for that. I'm telling you, watch Digital Ass Hats on Twitter. Here's the link right here. And I want you to just watch the first 1-2 minutes. He don't even know his own article. Okay. That's one. Next, I want you to go to the 10-minute, 45-second mark. 10-minute, 45-second mark of his show. He's got a 12.5-minute show. Then he leaves YouTube and goes to some other channel. I don't leave YouTube. I've been on YouTube for 4.5 years. Everything's on YouTube. But anyhow, go to the 10-minute, 45-second mark. He's got this guy on there, and the asshat investor starts saying, now listen to him talk about gold. He doesn't even talk about gold. He talks about Mbridge. And here's the funny part. Whoever he has on his show right here, this dude doesn't know shit, okay? This is really pathetic for a influencer. Number one, the first 3 minutes of his show, he clearly shows you he has no idea about the grayscale thing. He's just reporting on it. Okay, let's do this next. Number two, he reports about the Treasury report that came out mentioning crypto, but he says nothing about it. You don't see a page. He doesn't examine anything at all. He just says, oh, yeah, there was a Treasury report. Let's move on to the next story. Oh, yeah, just not a big deal. Not a big deal. Just I'm just going to mention. That's what he'll do. He'll drop this, drop that, but he'll never say anything of any substance. He's a headliner. You know what that is? You just read the headlines, then off to the next headline. He doesn't even tell you what the shit's about. Like, he doesn't know. He starts off the show clearly not knowing what the article's about. Next, he mentions the Treasury just like he mentions the Treasury and crypto like that. Are you serious? Like, what the hell? Now, on this article here, at the 10-minute, 40-second mark, you'll see him chime in. Like, now here's what he has to say about gold. The guy doesn't even talk about gold here. He's talking about Mbridge, saying how, oh, Mbridge is this project and then everybody's using it. And dude, Mbridge is like done. It's dead. Mbridge is dead. This whatever clown asshat has on his show, we've got the ass clown. So the asshat showing the ass clown talk about, oh yeah, how Mbridge and China's other. I'm going to show right now how Mbridge is dead. And this person here on the video is talking like, oh yeah, Mbridge is not using the dollar, and it's this big threat. And if all these countries are not going to join it, Mbridge is done. So he's showing videos that are like completely like irrelevant, you know? That's what happens when you're an asshat, okay? Let us start the show. Let's go right here to Project Mbridge. Why don't you learn it from a teacher, okay? Not from an asshat. Let's get into this. See, when I bring an article, I spend at least like an hour looking all over this Mbridge thing, trying to figure it out, all right? Looking up some other supportive documents and stuff. So when I come to you today to deliver my program, I've got all the evidence. Everything's lined up. I don't half-ass it like asshat. I'm not going to show you some article like, well, I don't know if grayscale is actually just an index for the prices or they actually have the actual product. Why? Okay, how about this? How about we read our articles? Just saying. How about we read our articles, asshat, before we present them to everybody else? That might be the first place you start. Just saying, okay? Now, here's the title of this one. Let me send you the article here. I'm not going to asshat it. I'm going to actually read it to you, okay? There you go. Ass Hat Learning 101 says Joseph Shower. I don't, Crypto Geek, I don't know who that is. I'm not saying that in a put down. I just never, I know we got Crypto Greek on my channel. Is it Crypto Greek? He's like the number 6. Yeah, Crypto Greek. I don't know anything about Crypto Geek. So, and please don't tell me. I don't need to know. Look, I'll put it like this. There's nobody on the internet that I need to know about, okay? If I need to know something, you know what I do? I look in the fucking mirror. That's who I know. Then I go do research and I find shit out. So that's just how I roll. The BIS, the Bank of International Settlements, the bank that sets policy. I want you to listen. This is why this is important. That's why when Digital Ass Hat was showing that guy with the white hair talking about Mbridge, the ass hat and the ass clown, neither one of those two have a fucking clue. All right? Here's the fucking clue. This channel right here is the fucking clue. All right? So, with the adults in the room right here at Crypto Hulk Show, the BIS, they control all the banks in the world. Okay? And if your country bank is doing something that it shouldn't do, then they put you on the shit list, like North Korea and Iran and stuff. They put you out a little island all by yourself, and you're like, hey, hey, hey. It's just, that's how it works. The BIS runs shit, okay? Now, what Project Mbridge is a couple loose cannon countries, China, Saudi Arabia, you get Thailand, you get like 5 countries or something like that are all kind of clicked up, and they try to use a monetary system that's not using the dollar. That shit's not going to work. And it works for them. It works. But guess what? Ain't happening. You ain't pushing out the dollar. Not going to happen. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. The dollar's not going away. Let's continue. Yesterday, Bloomberg reported that the Bank for International Settlements, the daddy of all banks, everybody, your little banks in China, Russia, they're going to listen to their daddy, okay? Just putting that out there. No one's getting away from the dollar, okay? SWIFT ain't going away. I've heard this stupid ass shit for fucking 4 years now. Oh, SWIFT's going away. It's going to be replaced by the BRICS. I'm just like, would you shut the fuck up? SWIFT's not going away. I wish you'd go away off my channel saying dumb shit like that. That's where I wish would go away. Bloomberg announced they're going to shut down Project Mbridge. Told you so. So that little ass clown on Ass Hat's show, he don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about, yeah, the Mbridge is, all these countries are going to join it, and you got 60 others. And so, no one's joining Mbridge. They're shutting it down. And we'll get into the reason why, okay? I'm going to show you the reason why. And I kind of already mentioned it. It's the dollar, okay? So, Bloomberg cited sources saying the topic was discussed at last week's International Monetary Fund and World Bank meetings. Oh, now that's interesting. Let's look at right here. The World Bank. I'm glad they mentioned the World Bank because the World Bank's concerned about this Mbridge project because it could very well take over the world. I'm not doubting that, but it ain't going to happen. Here's this article right here. Let's take a little look, shall we? It says Ripple's XRP. Ripple's XRP gains stablecoin status from the World Bank. Yep, has nothing to do with any other country. The World Bank knows what's up, okay? And it's not this Mbridge dumb shit, okay? They're getting rid of that because it's all Chinese, okay? I'll show you here in a minute. The World Bank calls XRP, it doesn't call any other crypto. It mentions XRP is a stable coin from the World Bank. Just saying. Let's get back to the article here. Then it starts talking about Russia. Right here. So there's a concern with Mbridge because you've got communist China involved in that. That's kind of concerning. But you also got Russia. Oh, shit. And what if they got the rest of the world? You see what's going on? Bad Mbridge. Bad, bad, bad. So the concern is Russia, listen here, Russia developing a similar sounding BRICS bridge. Well, Crypto Hulk, one thing we know about you and no other channel is you've been showing us how there's Ripple Russia. And here's a video I have for that. No other channel has this. You know what? I appreciate when you get a membership to my channel because I'm showing you like real world events, and then I can show you where all these real events came from. No other channel can do that. Is anybody showing you Ripple Russia with all the projects that they're doing with Ripple? How Z-Payment, how Russia had a crypto platform from 2007. Is anybody showing you this? No, they're not, because these people got horse shit for brains. And Russia in 2007 had a crypto network. And then in 2014, in January, Ripple gave Russia a gateway to the XRP ledger. It's called Z-Payment. They hooked up with Z-Payment. Is anybody showing you that? No. Why? Now, when we read this article, see, that's why when you watch my show, you can look at an article differently because we have all the facts on my program. These other people are one-line Charlies. They're like headliners, okay? They just hit the headlines, and you don't know shit about the article. So, the concern in Mbridge, number one, is you got China involved. That's concerning. Next, you have Russia considering making a BRICS bridge. That's very concerning for the BIS. Now, at a group of 30 event in Washington on Saturday, the BIS general manager, Augustin Carson, was, now he is the bank of all the banks in the world, the manager of that, okay? Kind of a big deal. So Augustin Carson was quoted, "We cannot directly support Mbridge, any project for the BRICS, because we cannot operate with countries that are subject to sanctions." I want to be very clear about that. Both Russia and Iran are BRICS members. Oh, snap. That's not good, is it? Oh, that is so bad. Now, you know why the Bank for International Settlements is so important? Well, because they're a Ripple partner, by the way. Oh, damn, Crypto Hulk. You're killing it. Yeah, we're killing it, I guess you could say. So when Augustin Carson speaks, that's Ripple. Just so I put that out there, okay? Ripple joins the BIS task force for cross-border payments. Oh, man. They just said this whole Russia thing is a no-go. You can't have countries like Iran and Russia using a monetary system called Mbridge, which could potentially shake up the whole world. Ain't going to happen. Let's get out of that article. That paragraph. Go to this next section here. It says Mbridge's design. Okay, so it's the third paragraph down. Mbridge enables commercial banks to make cross-border payments via their central banks using wholesale central bank digital currencies. Here's the part that's interesting. The design of Mbridge. The design of Mbridge encourages direct local currency payments, sidestepping the need to use US dollars. Right there. This project is dead. You're not going to have a project that sidesteps the US dollar. Bye-bye, Mbridge, bad dog. Next, scroll down to where it says China's role in Mbridge. Here's where Mbridge is fucking done, okay? China's role. What is China's role in Mbridge? Here you go. Done. China chairs the Mbridge Tactical Working Group, meaning China's like the leader in Mbridge, okay? That's concerning to me. Now listen to this. And China developed some proprietary components. Oh, so China could have maybe put a back door or something in there, right? Oh, you wise son. Very wise son. I call you wise son. Wise son. Including a Chinese blockchain consensus mechanism. Oh. The Bloomberg piece was critical about allowing China such an important role in the project. Oh, you no good. You very bad. Go to China's China's role in Mbridge. Go to the third paragraph. Let's read that. Since the China Post, the BIS has launched Project Agora, another cross-border CBDC project, but one that supports correspondent banking, like we have now in the world. Unlike Mbridge, which has 2 BRICS members in China and the UA, no BRICS members are involved in Agora. Okay. Go to the next paragraph underneath that. At Sibos last week, now that was held at Sibos was a meeting held in China regarding cryptocurrencies. At Sibos last week, 2 pieces of Mbridge news reinforced the existence of this BIS debate around its future. Firstly, there was a surprising discussion about potentially, here we go, integrating SWIFT and even possibly including the dollar in the future. See what I'm saying? SWIFT ain't going nowhere. The dollar ain't going nowhere either. You got to shut down that Mbridge project because you got communist countries and Russia getting sanctioned. You got Iran in there. We ain't having no Mbridge. That shit is fucking dead, okay? Nothing is going to happen to SWIFT, okay? SWIFT is how you keep all these countries from doing dumb shit, all right? Next paragraph after that. The second piece of news from Sibos was the plan to open source the Mbridge software. Oh, you open source it so everybody can build on it. Kind of like the XRP ledger. So right now, Mbridge is kind of closed. The Chinese kind of got it all closed and protected, right? Because they probably did some dumb fool on it, okay? On the one hand, this might help to alleviate concerns about the dependence on China. However, it also makes it far easier for sanctioned countries, like bad countries, to spin up a version of their own without involving the BIS. So again, we got this Project Mbridge that's got Chinese written all over it. Nobody wants that shit, okay? It's like a birthday present with all kinds of strings attached. You got to do this, you got to do that. You got to ass kiss, you got to sometimes get your cheeks clapped sometimes when China says. So it's like people are like, I don't want the Chinese president. I'm cool, man. I'll take something else. That's what's going on with that particular. Now, right here, go to should the BIS remain engaged? The next paragraph, the title is should the BIS remain engaged? In our January opinion piece, we concluded that if Mbridge proves viable, the central banks are likely to continue with or without the BIS. Oh, so then the BIS would kind of be left alone. With open source software, that's even more likely. However, with the BIS involved, sanctioned countries will be prevented from engaging. So here's what we got. Mbridge is a project that works, okay? And it's a big enough threat to where the Bank of International Settlements says, we're going to stop. because one, you're either going to have, you see, what Mbridge is doing is it's undoing SWIFT. Mbridge would be one where all these terrorist countries can do whatever and still be a part of the money system, and they can't get punished. So the BIS is like, hey, if you want us involved in your projects, then that's great. But if you're going to open source this, the terrorist countries, the BIS is like, we're not helping. Now, one thing the BIS does do is it helps banks not get in trouble, okay? The BIS can offer certain resources to help countries be successful. And they set policy as well. Next, we're done with the article. Go to the second to the last paragraph of this article. Second to last paragraph. Go to the last sentence. It says, we've reported on Russia iterating through several different paths, many involving crypto or DLT. What they're saying here, this article is saying, is Russia is getting into crypto. Now, I'm glad that they put that out there like that, because I have an article here I've shown over and over. You're damn right Russia is involved in crypto. But you know what? The United States helped them all the way. See, here's the funny thing about all of this drama that we're watching, okay? I'm the only channel that has this. Nobody else has this information. People are like, oh, Crypto Hulk, you're reading stuff from 10 years ago. Wow, 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 wow. These are the same people that they hear the news of crypto, they look at the price. They hear the news of crypto, they look at the price. That's all that matters to them is the price. That's why they miss everything, okay? That's how they miss how my channel is awesome, okay? And I inform you guys with the best news. You've got the BIS having all kinds of baby mama drama with these 5 countries with Mbridge and shit, right? And Ripple's there from day one, helping them all. It's like, there's Ripple China. I already showed you. Okay, I just showed you here, Ripple Russia. Where was that article again? Okay, Ripple Russia. Go to the 28-second mark. 28-second mark, what I just showed you. What are we looking at here? Ripple Russia. There's a partnership right there. If you go through the article at the 31-second mark, you'll see a ruble gateway from Z Payment. And you also see a Ripple gateway address. See, I'm not going to go through this whole article. I've done it like a million times. It shows Z Payment at the top at the 31-second mark. 31-second mark. We're seeing the currencies, XRP, ZPR, Bitcoin, Russian ruble. This is all done. This article is telling you, yeah, Russia has been looking into crypto. No, they're done. Okay, that's where we are as a Crypto Hulk channel. We already know. But Crypto Hulk, all your news from 10 years ago, it doesn't mean anything. No, you don't mean anything, and neither do your comments. Get the fuck off the channel, right? The guy with the evidence right here is showing you that this is done. We have something called Z Payment. That's the fucking gateway that Russia has getting onto the XRP ledger. Ripple gave them that. What does it say right here? Ripple gateway address. There's the gateway right there. Ripple gave them the fucking gateway, gave it to Russia. This article, they're writing it. I don't even know if these people know, you know? But we've got so much evidence on Crypto Hulk channel that I want you guys to just relax and laugh at times when we see shit like this, because what I'm showing you, nobody in the world knows, except the people that help make all this shit. You're right there with the developers. You realize that? These other channels, they have no fucking clue what we're watching on Crypto Hulk. The other channel's like, well, shit, how did he get all that information? I've been showing this for years. These other channels will watch this and be like, holy fuck. Now, it's a shock to them. It's not a shock if you watch Crypto Hulk. We can go back 2 years and I was showing Ripple Russia and all that shit. See, I keep you years in advance on my show. That's why I appreciate when you get a membership. If you buy a crypto wallet, buy it through me. Gold, silver coins, buy it through me. I mean, if you're going to buy it, you might as well just buy it through me. But that's part of getting this channel supported. The reason I asked for that is because YouTube has chopped down my financial money 50%. Okay. So what I used to make, I make half and still putting in 50 hours a week on the channel. Okay. So that's why I have stuff for sale now. So I'm trying to recuperate what YouTube has stolen from me. Anyhow, we get into, I just showed you there with Ripple Russia, because the Mbridge has talked about Russia getting crypto. Here's China right here. So we're reading this article. There's your China article. Go to the 36-second mark. 36-second mark. What do you see? Ripple fucking China right there. The CNY. What is that? That's the Chinese money. They're using that. The Chinese yuan. That's it right here. When's the date on this, Crypto Hawk? 2013. 11 years ago, more than 11 years ago, Ripple went into China, hooked them up with cryptocurrency in the XRP ledger. They have gateways. China has hundreds of gateways. I got the Ripple customer list. I have that list of all the customers from 2013 and 14 that Ripple had. I got that. And Ripple China, or Ripple CN also, they have, I'm going to say, at least 1 to 200 on-ramps to the XRP ledger. China does. China is Ripple's biggest partner, according to the Ripple customer list in 2013 and 14. It's fucking amazing. So there's your evidence with that. Now, Hong Kong is a member of the Mbridge, right? And Hong Kong's a Ripple partner as well from 2014. Here's your evidence nobody else has. Right, share. And go to the 19-second mark. For that particular video, go to the 19-second mark. And you'll see Ripple Hong Kong, copyright 2014. Largest Ripple gateway in Hong Kong is what it says. There you go. There's all the evidence. See, my channel's fact-based channel. That's what we do here. We go over facts. Nobody else has. And I put all the pieces of the puzzle together so you can see. When I read a Project Mbridge article, I come with the force and the thunder, okay? It's called facts. Right here, Thailand was involved in Mbridge. Well, Thailand's a Ripple partner here with Siam Commercial Bank, Thailand's oldest bank. The article talked about the United Arab Emirates. Well, Ripple's a partner with them too. Ripple got a license from the United Arab Emirates. Here's the evidence for that. So everybody involved in this Mbridge, I'm showing you all the connections to Ripple right here. Ripple receives in principle approval from the Dubai Financial Services Authority, right there. That's from them. Now, Saudi Arabia was mentioned in Mbridge. Here we go. Ripple partner. Serious Ripple partner. Copy paste. There's that. Saudi Arabia's central bank agrees to a Ripple blockchain deal. That's only 6 years ago. Ripple's been a partner with Saudi Arabia for like 6 years. Now, I think I already showed you this. I'm going to show it again, just in case I missed it. This whole Bank of International Settlements, they're Ripple partners. So basically what I showed you is, okay, now this is very interesting. I don't know how to put this. Ripple, okay, that whole project, Mbridge, that's all Ripple. What I think, so here's Crypto Hulk's thoughts, because I have all the evidence. That whole Mbridge fiasco, that's all Ripple. So, Crypto Hulk, let's try to understand. Why would Ripple, or why would the BIS be against Project Mbridge? Because it's going to eliminate the dollar and the United States out of a power position and put China and Russia in the power position. Okay, I don't have all these answers for that. Here's what I guess. Here's my gut, and it doesn't mean anything. It's just my gut. Okay, I think that we hooked up our enemies because I think they're frenemies, fake enemies. Okay, I think we got people. I'm really analyzing the hell out of this project Mbridge, huh? But I want you to understand. I want you to see how I think, and maybe it might help explain it. Um, Somebody's really calling me right now. Really? I'm not going to answer it because it's like 7 a.m. Fuck it. I'm going to answer it just for fun. Hold on. Hello? No, Patty died last week. No, she got hit by a transit bus. She's not here. She passed away. I don't think she's receiving her Medicare benefits in hell. Goodbye. Whew, that was fun. All right. Some call Patty's trying she's trying to give Patty her Medicare benefit notification stuff, and she died and went to hell. So, and then the lady has the gall to ask me, "Is she receiving her information?" Well, if she's in hell, she's receiving it. But yeah, so say 12, say 12 Hail Marys for that phone call. Oh God, I'm so sick of these fucking telemarketers. I just make up shit now to tell them she got hit by a transit bus. Then she's like, but is she still receiving her information? I'm like, did you just hear what I said? Oh my God, these people, probably Democrats. Medicare doesn't have a purgatory clause. Oh my God. Then Andy Arvi's like, bro, that's awesome. I love effing with those dudes. Uh, there's this one guy that used to call me. We're taking a little break here. We have to have a little laugh break. We've been studying too much, so now we got to take a little laugh break. Um, I pretend Jay Moreno pretends to be P. Diddy. Deck H. Billy. I work nights. My ringer is never on. If you ever get bored at night and you want to stay awake, turn your ringer on, and when these stupid assholes call you, have fun. Oh my God. But no, this dude used to call collecting money from some police officers association. So his voice would be all, hello, is Patricia there? Right? That was his line. And he would call me about every 6 months for like years, like at least 3 years. Okay. Every 4 or 5 months or something. And the reason I remember is because he'd always have this particular kind of voice and it would sound serious, like, hello, is Patricia there? And I'll be like, no, she's not here. Well, maybe I could discuss with you something really quick. So that was his first line, asking if Patricia is there. And of course, Patricia's not there. He's just trying to bait you so you get on the phone. So then, after a couple times of this guy tricking me, I picked up the phone. Hello, is Patricia there? Oh, it's that guy. Oh, Patricia got hit by a transit bus last week. She's dead. And then it kind of catches him off guard. Then I think he started catching on to me, so he stopped calling me. That whatever line he was using with Patricia, he'd call again 6 months later. Patricia, yeah, I'd make up something different, like she got shot or whatever. I can't remember the lies. It was one time he called me, it was this. The next time she got stabbed or something. So I think maybe he looked at his notes and was like, wait a second. The first time she got hit by a bus, next time she got shot, and next time stabbed. I haven't heard from that guy at all. So, alrighty then. Let's Go to the next. Oh, wait a second. Oh, damn, I missed it. Stu Lavelle. Stu Lavelle hooked up 20 brave souls with memberships. Let's start here. Quara Leom 144M, Star Dad, the Wise Sage, Clayton, Constant Crypto got a membership. Jao Kago got a membership by Stu Lavelle. Hit Sticks, Zooey, Chris Rasmussen, Ricardo Cintron got a membership from Stu Lavelle. Ali Himantas, Fishing with Camel Joe. Jay Morano got a membership by Stu Lavelle. VCP, yeah, you know me. Insight 11, Silent Giant, Dave Rocket. Dom, Memoirs of a Captive, Dark Leprechauns got a membership. Dark Leprechaun 6. Oh, wonder what happened to the first 5. Hopefully you got 9 lives there, buddy. You got 3 more. Travis Hall got a membership from Stu Lavelle, and I think that is it. Stu says, time to win. You'll get so sick of winning. Let me just scroll through. Happy Diwali. I'm just going through memberships. I mean, the comments here on the show. It wasn't my short bus that killed Patty. It was me, says Stu Lavelle. Oh, next time. Oh, okay. Next time they call, because I had that kind of a call before. Is somebody such there? I'm trying to give them their Medicare benefit rundown. I'll be like, you know what? I killed that fucking bitch last week. Oops. Don't tell the cops, and then hang up. I'm gonna do that one. I killed that fucking bitch last week. It's the last time she disrespected me. I'll make that bitch fucking pay. I gotta remember that one. I heart Cryptoverse. Chris Rasmussen is the one who got me onto XRP. I used to tell all about Bitcoin and ADA. Innocent, ignorant times for me. Welcome to the channel as a membership. I heart Cryptoverse. I hope to give you the information that you need. I hope to bring you evidence that's important for you to make better crypto decisions. Fact-based channel, by the way. All right, Dark Leprechaun, member for 10 months. Thank you again, Stu Lavelle, going to pay it forward. Okay, so to wrap up what I was trying to say before Patty got hit by the bus and died, is that, okay, Crypto Hulk, how do you make sense of all this? You got 5 to 7 Mbridge members. They're all fucking Ripple partners and shit. How do you make sense of why is the BIS, who's a Ripple partner, see what I'm talking about? Like, this shit doesn't make any fucking sense. Think, right? This doesn't make any sense at all. I've shown how China, Russia, and all these people are like Ripple Hong Kong, Ripple China, right? All this kind of shit, right? How are they all Ripple partners, yet the BIS is canceling their program, and the BIS is also a Ripple partner? See what I mean? When this doesn't make sense. That's how I know these people are fucking liars. What you saw happen with Project Mbridge, here's my opinion. It was a world global test. How about that? Right in front of your eyes. They're calling it a Project Mbridge. You're like, I sure hope BRICS doesn't get it because they're going to take over. And you get the other side. I hope the United States wins. And you see? And guess what they did? And they're laughing right now. This is just my opinion. Just my opinion. All this was a real world test over like the past 3 to 4 years. Mbridge has been going maybe 2-3 years or whatever it was. They just did a test right in front of you, and you didn't even see it. How about that one? That's my belief. Now, It's just my belief. Some people ask because they want to know, Chris Hulk, what do you think? Like, what the fuck with this article, right? How are you going to have all this project in all these countries and then just stop it? My belief, this was just a test. Well, wait a second. There's Deck H. Billy. Decky Billy. Decky Billy. Thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Deck Billy working the night shift is like, rest in peace, Patty. Aw, I feel sad. Patty's dead. She got hit by a transit bus. Yeah. Sometimes I'm at a point now, I'm just sick of the fucking calls, right? And now I'm just like callous and numb, where I pick up the phone, I cut off. You know what I might say next time? I slit that bitch's throat. I might start doing some shit. I'm just at a point now where I don't fucking care anymore. Maybe I'll have the cops show up at the house. Yeah, we received a call you killed somebody. I'm like, that wasn't me. That was Crypto Hulk. I'm just like, I'm sick of the calls, man. I killed the bitch. I probably will have law enforcement. Someone's going to probably believe me. Hello, 911. Yeah, I'd like to report a murder. Then the cops will be at my house. I don't even know who the fuck Patty is. Why don't you just show me your search warrant and get off my porch. Get off my porch. I heart Cryptoverse. Thank you very much for tax-free donations in appreciation and respect. No body, no crime, says Andy Arvi. I mean, the mere fact that I'm on this, I'll just be like, look, it's on my show. Like, we're joking about it. You know what would suck? If somebody really did slit her throat, right? Then I'm like, fuck, I just admitted to it. Crypto Hulk, turn around, put your hands behind your back. We have to take you down to the station to ask you a few questions. Let's have a little chat. I'll be like, fuck you. I want to see my lawyer. So that's how much time I got. I've been jaw jacking. 13 minutes. I'm going to bust out another deep dive. So that's the deal, everybody. I just feel all this was a big fucking experiment for 3 years. They've tested it and did all these things. It worked. Now, how do we shut this down? There's BRICS people involved. We just shut it down. It's the nationals. We need a dollar. We need the dollar involved. Just okay, shut it down. It was all just an experiment. Okay, it worked brilliantly in plain sight. Nobody was the wiser, except Crypto Hulk. Okay, that's my belief. There's some poor detective with a cold case on a victim named Patricia, somewhere rubbing hands like Birdman. Yeah, I was busy doing coke and handing out not financial advice. Oh my God! You gotta have some good laughs sometimes. I was waiting for this crypto to make me rich. I'll be like 150 years old by the time this shit works. All right, next article. Africa. Did a little deep dive in here again. I was scuba diving last night. Nigeria. Oh man, this is massive right here. What did I tell you? Africa is the last frontier. When Africa's hooked up, everybody, and we got some time, so we're not rich tomorrow. But Africa is where this all has to go. Here we go. Nigeria's Money Point. It's called Money. MONIE Point. Money Point joins Unicorn Club with 110 million invested and led by Google. I want you to see what's going on here. I told you what, Africa's poor. These people ain't ever going to get their shit together, okay? You've got 3 million countries all within a continent. It'd be like having 50 different countries in the United States. It's so fucked up in the United States right now, and we got one country. Imagine if there was 50. I'm not, hey, If there were 50, like I said, countries in America, we'd be all kinds of fucked up like Africa. All right. So, what I've been telling you for about a couple months is that the way that Africa is going to get jiggy with it is you got to have money from outside pumping in. You've got to get fintechs from outside of Africa inside. Then you've got to find the people in Africa, because these government leaders, these tribal leaders, and I understand, I'm going to give a respect factor here. A tribal leader is not going to allow all this dumb shit crypto to come into his country, because he's going to lose control. So what you got to do then is pick Africans that are loyal to their particular country and that continent, and train those local people to assure the tribal people that are running the countries and these other, Nigeria is probably your most biggest, but you've got to get the buy-in factor. So you've got to train these local African people to run shit. And that's what Google's doing right here. They're dumping money, expertise. Because look, if we don't hook up Africa, the rest of the world can take off. It's going to be very sad what happens in Africa, because people are going to be slaughtered, okay? When all the money leaves Africa, they're going to be stuck, and they're going to start killing each other because resources are good. So we already know how this goes. So you've got to hook up Africa. You got to hook up everybody. Now, there's something called Money Point right here. Google's involved. It was founded in 2015. Now, that's interesting, because that's pretty much when Ripple won the settlement agreement. Interesting, huh? If you look down here at the bottom, founded in 1996, iAfrica. Well, what happened in 1996? That's what I think when the Internet Telecommunications Act started or something. The Internet first started in 1996. I thought that was interesting. But also interesting is the fact that Money Point started in 2015. That's when Ripple won the lawsuit, okay? And the government declared that XRP was money and that Ripple was a money service business. None of the security stuff. I went over the show. London Development Partners is involved with this, along with Google, obviously. Last sentence, operating in Nigeria, Africa's fastest growing fintech market. Oh, damn. 800 million transactions a month. Now, that's interesting. I'm looking at a web page here I'm not going to show you. It's a Money Point from 2020. 4 years ago, Money Point says here, we give instant settlements. You hear that? Now, that's interesting. On our platform, because we know that you would need access to your money the moment you make it. You click out of that. Here's an article I'm going to send you right here. Now, Google's involved in this, and I know Africa has all the gold and diamonds. Look, I'm not going to argue the point. Africa would be like a fucking mess. If the rest of the world took off, no one would be trading with Africa. You'd have these inner warlords fighting over shit. You'd have civil war in Africa. If everybody gets money, then, look at the inner cities. It's like fucking chaotic, right? Because nobody has any money. But anyhow, it's another story. I'm not going to discuss about Africa, and they got all the, I know they got the diamonds and gold. How's that been working for them since day one? They're still fucking broke, all right? Here's this article here. Let me see that I sent it. Okay. Now, if we look at right here, this is 2023. We're talking about Nigeria. This is what we need. I know the fact Africa's got gold, diamonds, minerals. Okay, great. They need partnerships is what they need. Another central bank expected to partner with Ripple Labs. Look right here. The Central Bank of Nigeria, the nation's foremost financial regulator, has recently taken a significant step in exploring the world of crypto. Right here, the Central Bank of Nigeria, listen to this, it's very important. The Central Bank of Nigeria has prominently featured Ripple Labs. Oh shit, Crypto Hulk, a San Francisco-based blockchain firm, as what? A valuable resource for insights into the realm of central bank digital currency. Thus, this move highlights the growing interest and potential collaboration between central banks and Ripple Labs. I'm not going to read any more of this, but it goes on and on about how Ripple is intricately involved in Nigeria, okay? Working, it's not just Africa has these minerals, where it's working with Africa, with a company like Ripple to facilitate trade, okay? Getting a banking system into Africa, when you put more technology and more banking and more tech infrastructure into Africa, it becomes more of a level playing field. Like right now, yeah, they got all the gold, they got all the diamonds, but it's all bad. The more you put in regulations, the roads, the bridges of infrastructure with technology, then it becomes less corrupt and you'll have more trade. But right now, you got like one person, like some warlord dude running there. That shit ain't gonna happen. And you got countries coming in, France and Europe and England or whatever, trying to run shit in Africa. There needs to be more organization and more laws. And when stuff's more transparent, organization, laws, crypto, all that, then you'll have a better Africa. Right here, let me do a copy and a paste. MoneyPoint is Africa's fastest growing fintech, right there. It says what this means for financial inclusion in Africa. That's what we need. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's not that Africa's got gold. Okay, great. But do we have financial inclusion? No. Do you have infrastructure? No. Do you have laws and regulations for all this infrastructure? No. You don't have shit. But you got gold, diamonds, shit like that. Well, that doesn't mean nothing. You've got to have the fintech, the financial inclusion, the infrastructure, the laws, the organization. You need all these things for people to benefit from it. Because right now you got like 5 people controlling all that shit. It doesn't work. That's what I'm saying. You need to have these, you need to include Africa. If you exclude Africa, it's going to be a clusterfuck and the warlords are going to get a hold of all that fucking gold and diamonds and buy nuclear weapons and shit from Iran and blow everybody the fuck up, okay? Like they know, our government knows this. That's what happens. When you have when you isolate a country and just leave it, like a whole continent with all these people are going to end up dead in slavery and slaughtering and stuff. It's what's going to happen. Ripple's designed to prevent World War III. Next, I did a little look on Wikipedia about MoneyPoint. Let's take a look. MoneyPoint. It was originally called Team APT. I did some looking up. I did deep dive into Team APT. Didn't find a whole lot. There's so much to look up. But one of the things I did find, go under recognition. So you have foundation, fundraising, recognition. Go to recognition and go to the very end. It says Price Waterhouse Cooper, Nigeria. Okay. So you have Price Waterhouse Cooper kind of mentioning the MoneyPoint, right? Now, Price Waterhouse Cooper is a Ripple partner, or they highly, highly esteem Ripple. Here's proof for that. Here's an article, I don't know the date, but it's on cryptopurview.com. Price Waterhouse Cooper praises XRP as an example of the cryptocurrency maturing. So at least we can see from this, okay, 2018 is the article. That's from like 6 years ago. So we know that Price Waterhouse Cooper loves XRP. That's all I had in the Wikipedia lookup. So let me get out of this. I didn't have time to look up the founders. I only got so much time. I burned like 2.5 hours trying to put that together. Okay. Something I think, yeah, I already showed you in a deep dive. I'm not going to take the video now. I'll just fucking do it. I'll make it a super quick video. Okay, here's the video. There's Fidelity, and we've got 2019 for that article. There's the date today, 31st of October, 2024. You've got Team APT. Now, Fidelity is a partner right there. Let me send this to you. I already made a video on this, but do that real quick. So we're deep diving this Money Point. I found out it used to be called Team APT. I looked at their partnerships here. Fidelity is one of those. Then I was like, oh, because Fidelity, they own part of Bank of America. Oh, shit. See, B of A isn't now. B of A gets involved. Here's your article for that. So in a way, you've got Bank of America invested in this along with Google. I mean, you're pretty much set, right? What I'm showing you here is America getting Africa hooked up. When you got Bank of America and Google coming into Africa, it's kind of like green light. They're like, hey, let's get this shit going, okay? That's what's going on. Here's the article here. Who owns Bank of America? This is from the Motley Fool. If we scroll down a ways, scroll down, you'll see institutional investors. Berkshire Hathaway, number 1. Vanguard, number 2. On who owns Bank of America? BlackRock's number 3. State Street. And then finally, Fidelity owns 187 million shares of Bank of America. Okay? Fidelity. So that's a good amount of shares right there. Berkshire, Warren Buffett owns 13%, but he's been selling off a lot of shares of Bank of America lately. Anyhow, I just wanted to show you that connection with this Money Point. Actually, Team APT had Fidelity there from day one, which is one of the top 5 owners of Bank of America. So there's your connection. Now, why is Bank of America, why am I talking about Bank of America? Because Ripple is. Ripple loves Bank of America because they work together. Oh, are you sure, Crypto Hulk? Well, unless the Daily Hodl's wrong, and Daily Hodl's one of my top internet research newspapers. So here's something from 2020, 4 years ago. Right about when the Ripple trial actually, this was right before the Ripple trial started, I think, somewhere right about there. Ripple names Bank of America as key member of its global payment network. Oh, snap. Ripple is naming Bank of America as a leading member of RippleNet. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. I didn't know Bank of America was a partner of Ripple. Well, it says it right here. And if the Daily Hodl was wrong, they would have taken this down. So we know that Google put in 110 million in Team APT, and he had Fidelity there from day one. And with Fidelity, you got Bank of America. Okay. We know that Bank of America is a Ripple partner, so it makes sense. Okay. So there you have that. Now, who really invested in Ripple from day one? It's Google. Here's the evidence here. Let me do a copy paste to show you. We're almost done. Okay, so here's this. Who really invested and founded Ripple? Scroll down, and you'll see the early years and Jed McCaleb role by Chris Larson. Then you'll see a picture of Jed McCaleb. Scroll down to where it says investors, and right there, second paragraph, you'll see Google Ventures was there in 2013. IDG Capital, that's a Chinese communist company. And then you had Andreessen Horowitz. Isn't it interesting how the Chinese company. Also, you had China Growth Capital was also there from day one with Ripple. Very interesting, huh? There's your evidence why Google's tied in. I'm going to make another quick little video for you. Last minute. So here we have Codius, and which uses Google's native client for code sandboxing. Here's what nobody has. This Codius page. This is the original. Everybody else has just the black and white. I've got the original one. Nobody's got it. But this is proof right there. That's Codius. Let me send this to you. You know, on Crypto Hulk Show, we've got the best evidence. I love it. So I'm sending it right now. What I'm showing here is 2014. Ripple already had smart oracles, smart contracts, and of course the crypto. Ripple had all this figured out. Why would Ripple put out a paper called Smart Oracles, right? That's the name, Smart Oracles. Then there's a colon, and it says a simple, powerful approach to smart contracts. And if you look right here, they're using Google. Google's already in on this. So that's why Google's in on this Africa and all that. Now, really briefly, I got to do this one super quick because I got to go. Stellar is right there. We have not forgot Stellar, XLM crypto. It says, leaping into the future. Nigeria's rural microfinance community gets connected using Stellar and Oradian. This is 2016. If you read the article, it's about how Nigeria, here we go again with Nigeria and Ripple. Well, guess what? Stellar's been there. Stellar's there as well. They're talking about microfinance, the Gates Foundation and stuff. If you read this article, they're all tied in with Nigeria as well. Here's an article right here about Stellar. Again, this is 2015. Now we're taking it back a long way. There's an article here. I'm kind of burning through this one, but it's good info if you want to learn how Stellar is right in there as well. If you go down to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th paragraph, 11, 12, and 13 paragraphs, maybe 14, you'll see how Stellar has a partnership with something called Oradian, a cloud-based core banking software whose large market is in Nigeria. Oradian will integrate Stellar into their core banking system. Stellar is already incorporated into the Nigerian banking system. There's your proof right there. So Ripple and Nigeria are both linked in with Nigerian banks. And that is it. The show's over. 7:30 is here. Let me check, see if I missed any donation or memberships. No, I got them. Okay. Last minute comments. It's just a Ripple and Stellar love. Codius. But Codius is dead. Codius is dead. These other channels are so fucking stupid. All right. I gotta go. Hippie 17 is right. The key objective is to give 80% of the unbanked humanity a bank account on a phone. There you go. That's what Stellar's been trying to do, helping the poor and stuff. So that's where Stellar comes right in, working with. See, when Stellar goes in and gets all these infrastructures hooked up, it's interoperable because it's based on XRP. The same guy that made Stellar is the same guy that made XRP. It's the same fucking thing almost. So what Stellar does to help, Ripple then can use the Stellar network to get shit done. So they work together. And they're not fighting against each other. It's not like, well, gee, Crypto Hulk, which is the best crypto? They all work together. Stuff that Ripple does, Stellar can't do. And what those two can't do, XDC gets done. And you throw in the other payment cryptos, the ISOs, like Cardano, HBAR, IOTA and shit. I think CeeLo, I'm not sure. But there you have it. I got to go. And that'll be all for today's program. I don't know if I'll have a PM one. I'll have to find crypto news, but I'll let you know later on. I'll see you at my next broadcast.